Egusi soup is one of my favorite Nigerian soups, and today I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful pot of goodness without frying. This recipe is easy to make and at the same time comes out lumpy and delicious. But before then, please subscribe to my channel, click on the red button down there. Thank you. For this recipe, I'm using 3 cups of egusi, crayfish, OGIRI, scotch bonnet pepper, some fresh paprika for color, seasoning cube, salt, some smoked fish, stockfish, dry fish, this is dried catfish, a ball of onion, and lastly UZIZA leaf. These are the key ingredients for this recipe. I like to prep my ingredients before cooking. In that way, everything is ready and handy, so all you do is just to add them into the soup, and before 5 or 6 minutes you are done with your cooking. So over here I have some onion. I cut them into smaller chunks for easy blending. Some scotch bonnet pepper. Please, when adding your pepper, add as much as you can tolerate, okay? And lastly, I'm going to add the fresh paprika. Please, when adding your fresh paprika, make sure you remove the seed, because most times it comes out bitter. And please, paprika pepper is shombo in Nigerian language, please. So I'm going to add some water and then cover it, blend it until it is completely pureed. Then I'm going to set it aside. Next, I'm going to blend some UZIZA seed. This UZIZA seed is a game changer in your egusi soup. I'm sorry I didn't introduce it earlier. So I'm going to blend it until it is completely smooth, and I'm going to set it aside. Over here I have some crayfish and OGIRI. I'm going to blend them together and set it aside. This recipe is a recipe you can never forget in a hurry. I'm assuring you that if you follow this video to the end, you will never regret any minutes you spent on this my channel. To my egusi, I'm going to add some blended onion, which is going to be the only liquid I'll be adding to this. You don't want it to be too mushy. So with a spoon, I will mix everything together until it is well combined, and then I'll set it aside. I'll go ahead and season my meat. I'm using some beef and shaki, which is cow tripe. So I'll add some blended onion and pepper, some seasoning cube and some salt, and then I'm going to stir it around to make sure everything is well combined. I won't be adding water at this point. I'll allow the meat to cook for some time, get its own juice before adding extra water for the main cooking. If you're the type that adds enough water at the beginning of your meat cooking, please stop that. Always allow your meat to get its own juice. In fact, if you have the time to allow the water to dry before adding extra water, please do, because that way you get a better taste, okay? The meat has cooked for some time, so now I'm going to add some extra water for the meat to cook very well. I'll also be adding the stockfish and the dried fish at this point. I've washed them thoroughly with some hot water and salt. So I will add them at this point because all of them have the same cooking time. 10 minutes time, I came back and added some water to get more stock, because we will need this stock for our soup. Please don't add too much water. We still want our stock to be flavorful and taste nice at the same time. So our meat is ready. I'm going to scoop it out and set it aside. You can continue cooking in the same pot if your pot is enough to contain the amount of soup you'll be cooking, but as for mine, it's not going to contain my soup, so I just have to scoop out the meat and bring in another pot for my main cooking. And make sure you don't skip this part of the video. This part of the video is where the secret lies. I'll transfer the stock into a bigger pot. Next, I will go in with the blended pepper, onion and paprika pepper. With this, you don't need to go in with so much red oil. This alone has added some color to your soup. I'll rinse the jar and add the water into the pot. Remember the blended UZIZA seed I blended earlier? I'm going to sieve it and add water into the soup. Next, I will go in with the blended crayfish and the OGIRI. I won't add all of them at the same time. I will add some and reserve some for later, okay? Once that is done, I'm going to give it a good stir, cover it and allow it to come to a boil. It's boiling now, so next I'll gently scoop in the egusi, cover it and allow it to start cooking. I told you we're not frying today, but you still get that your delicious result at the end of this cooking. But at this point, make sure you are cooking on a low heat. While it's cooking, always come from time to time to check on the egusi and also stir gently on the egusi so the lumps doesn't break up prematurely. Do that until you start seeing oil floating on top of the egusi, because egusi contains some oil. You can see the way the lumps are gradually forming because I'm cooking on the low heat. You can't really achieve this result if you are cooking on a very high heat. It will start burning before you know it. So you can also achieve this result when cooking for a lot of people. You can do this cooking for just few people. Just apply this method and you get that result you're looking for. The oil has started floating on top. That means the egusi is ready. So I'm going to go in with the red oil. Just little amounts of red oil. Then I'm going to give it a good stir. Look at how beautiful that turned out. Look at it. I didn't even add much red oil. I keep breaking the lumps because the lumps are too big for me, so I keep breaking it. So next I'll go in with some water and then I will cover it and allow it to come to a boil. The soup has come to a boil, so next I'm going to go in with the meat, the stockfish, the dry fish, everything. I will add them and give it a good stir. Allow it to simmer for some time before adding the crayfish and the OGIRI. Now I want to ask you something. Are you not enjoying this video? Are you not enjoying my video? Are you not enjoying my voice? Are you not? Why haven't you subscribed to my channel? Why haven't you given me a thumbs up? Why haven't you shared this video? This video might be of help to any of your friends, so it might be of help to your family members. Just share this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and become part of my family. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love you. So next I'm going to season with some seasoning cube, some salt, and lastly the smoked fish. I didn't add the smoked fish earlier because I don't want it to break, so that's why I'm adding it at this point. And next I'm going to give it a very good stir. I told you we are making a very delicious lumpy egusi soup without frying. The soup is so thick, so I go in with some water to loosen it up a bit, then give it a good stir, cover it and allow it simmer for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, we go back to check on our soup. The aroma coming out from this kitchen, it can raise the dead, it can heal the sick, it can break mountains. Lastly, I'm going with the vegetable, that's the UZIZA leaf. Now you know how to make lumpy egusi soup without frying it. Every time it's not frying, you can actually get that delicious, beautiful results you've been aiming for all this while with this recipe of mine. Tell me, will you be trying it? Tell me in the comment section. I like to add the crayfish and the OGIRI at the end of the cooking. This takes it to another level. If you want to be extra like me, just do this, okay? And if you don't want, it's okay. Your soup will also come out nice, okay? So just give it a very good stir. Allow it to simmer for just 1 minute and your soup is ready. And next is to serve and enjoy. So tell me, what are you serving yours with? I'm serving mine with fufu or semo. Just tell me what you're serving yours with in the comment section. And thank you for watching my video. Bye and see you in my next one. God bless you.